dishonest. You're not neutral. That's just what you're doing is also dishonest and wrong. I don't have respect for it because what you're doing is wrong. It doesn't matter what you say. It's just morally wrong, spiritually wrong. It's just wrong. You try to force a truth in that doesn't exist. You're you're wrong. You're the one that's not respecting. I don't know. I don't see why. Why do I have to negotiate how you steal my content, how you steal my life? Why do I have to negotiate with somebody who's trying to like? Why am I negotiating with you? I'm trying to be kind to you. I'm trying to respect you. You don't deserve any respect. Exactly. You don't do anything. That's the thing. You don't have any fucking purpose, dude. And the only thing you had to do was label it correctly, and you can't do that. Wow. You had one job and you couldn't do that. You had one fucking job. I don't agree with what you're doing. So, and if I don't agree with it, then it's wrong. So I always say the right thing and I always do it. So you're just wrong. Like why always degrade everybody else's content? Why do you degrade other people's lives? You're a terrible person. You sit in the shadows. You don't show anything for yourself. You don't offer anything. You just take other people's work. You take other people's life and you insert yourself. And then you mislabel everything and think that's funny because you can make some drama. So you don't add anything to the world. You just add more intrigue. Like, what's the point of just doing the opposite of anything I ask? Yeah, we're not going like yeah, like yeah, we're not going to move past that. It's wrong what you're doing, and you shouldn't be doing it. So it's just I don't know what to tell it. I'm gonna continue having a problem with it, and I guess that suits you fine, right? No, but I only disrespect everything you do, everything you stand for. You have no purpose in life. You're such a clown. I know what to tell you. Everything you work on my soul, and that's just I don't agree with you. You're so disgusting. I don't agree with you taking my life, and I disavow you in the almost every way because what are you doing in my life? You're perpetuating abuse and hatred. You're doing a disservice to life. You're not acting right. I'm not. I'm gonna move past it. Of course, like you're not acting right, and it's not right what you're doing. It's just you just don't get it. Maybe you don't get it. You shouldn't be doing that. Don't mislabel shit. It's really that simple. You're confusing the world. You're doing a disservice. You are dishonest. I don't approve of that. That's not the truth. You're dishonest. You are dishonest. I don't like your work. You're terrible. It's terrible the way that you do things. Whatever you got, whatever you need for clout. If that's whatever you don't, it's wrong. It's wrong what you're doing. It's wrong. You're just wrong. So that's it. You're wrong. I am right. Yeah. I told you how to you can resolve it. I told you just put it in the description. People are not so confused. Just put the right name, you piece of shit. I don't call you names you don't have. I don't call you names you don't have. I don't disrespect you in the same way. In fact, I don't take anything from your life. So you take something from my life. You didn't ask for it, and then you also disrespect me on top. You're such a piece of shit. All I ask is for you to respect me. You can't even do that. One simple thing, right? And you take everything out of my life. I ask you one thing, and you want to fight that to the death because you just couldn't fucking respect me. You couldn't just do one thing. I don't want to be mad at you. You don't. You obviously don't. You don't. I'm not feeling that. Nope. You're not. That's not what you're doing. Then so whatever you're doing, that's not that. Impressive. Whatever you're doing, that's not respecting human life because you're not even giving me the dignity to let a dead character that's been dead for 6 years. You still want to mislabel that. How is that respecting me as a human being if you gotta call me some name I don't have? How is that respecting me as a human being? You're not antagonizing me. Oh, so mislabeling me or calling me something else is not antagonizing me. And injecting yourself into my life and then extorting, taking that information, whatever, out of my life, right? Then putting it on your channel, then mislabeling me and calling me names I don't have in order for you to put things together that don't exist together. But you want it. How is that respecting me as a human being when you're essentially lying in the way you skew things? You're. It's true, Rahul. These people do need to grow. They're talking about that they won't like. No, this is everybody's a fake person. All of these people are all alts that come in and they are funny. So we're just talking about like what am I talking about? People want to parasocialize with me, and that's a big problem because they're not entitled to, and they think they're entitled to, and so we have to kind of redo that and get back to that they have to be grateful that they get something. Otherwise, we gotta cut it all off. They have to show gratitude for what they get. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. And that's for Impressa. Like, I'm not done with you, Impressa. I ask you a question. I would like you to answer. I'm gonna have beef with you for the rest of my life, Impressa. I'm not gonna let it go, and I'm not gonna forgive you at all. And I'm always gonna think that you are a dishonest piece of shit. And for every video you do, it's just gonna be more dishonesty that I disrespect you for it. Like literally to your core, I disrespect you at every level for this. It's a deal. Yeah, it matters to me. But if it doesn't matter to you. But you want to change it, and it matters to me. So why won't you just do it then? If it's not a big deal, then change it. There. Okay, great point. It's not a big deal. Then change it because it matters to me. Ah, okay. So, yeah. hmm So you don't care for people's except when you go into their life and you take part, if you take fragments of their life, you don't ask for it and you didn't ask for respect and you don't care. You don't give a shit. Principle. You don't have a principle. You have no spine. You're dishonest as it gets, and then you call yourself honest. All other content creators you worked with, they probably said the same, that you're a creepy weirdo. Right? I know Chuckles said it. I know other people said it. They don't like you. Right? So those principles is that the people you work with, they don't like you. Imagine that. Imagine having to work with people and no one likes you. Okay, well, we're... yeah, I don't want you guys in my life. No, I've never said nothing to you about that. Never. Now you're just lying again. I told you exactly what it's about. It's about you cannot respect another person enough to just call them what their name is. Because you need to put them into shit where they don't belong. Because that's your need. That's how you get money, right? That's how you evolve your channel. But you don't do anything yourself. You don't add anything to anything. You don't have any opinions to it. You don't have anything. Yeah, well, I don't ask any of you guys to be here. I've said all of my opinions, so you are absolutely free to go anytime you want. I don't want you here. Like, I don't want Impresa here. I told you, you can't label anything. Well, I disrespect you, so you're a dishonest person. I have no respect for the work you do. I have no respect for the work you do. Your existence is futile and you're worthless in life. You have no purpose. They don't like you.
They don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like you.
Molly my bean, Molly my bean, Molly my bean, Molly my bean, Molly my bean.